Huh. Welcome to the low energy podcast today, guys.
Low energy? No energy.
Low, slow, no.
Bro.
It's all the same thing.
No energy at all.
Yeah, so it's gonna be another episode of me trying to just keep it rolling. That's fine. Which is fine. It's nothing really out of the ordinary.
Bro, I have
Cuffing you out on your shit.
coffee.
Ill prepared.
Always ill prepared. Sweet honey nectar.
Sweet honey nectar.
Yeah, man, that's what coffee is to me, bro. It's way past the point of addiction.
It's like established its place in your. It's like an ex-wife that won't move out.
Bro, it's a fundamental requirement, man.
God damn.
I'm not even kidding.
That's
Coffee
wild.
is like the necessity of my life.
The only necessity. Like one of the very few necessities you actually need.
Yo, I could probably make do without everything else.
As long as coffee's there,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
be okay.
100%.
Also, I'm wearing. I have a name tag today.
Oh, okay.
Just because there's a specific logo on this sweater that I technically am not allowed to put out there into the world.
Why not?
Because I don't want to deal with the certain repercussions that I know will come my way.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
for those reasons today, I am Big Daddy Matty. So don't fight me on this. Don't fight me on this.
I'm not fighting you. I'm just like, yo, it's a good place to work for. So
Yeah, like technically, you could think of it as like free advertising.
yeah.
But
So you're fucking welcome.
yeah, but let's face it. There would be repercussions, and I don't want to deal with it. Right? It's just
Fair. I guess.
especially with the last time with the things and the stuff, and then
Yeah, but that was
the car thing.
That was because there was like a giant pandemic.
I like how you said was, because apparently it just ended on a random Thursday, and then all of a sudden World War III started to happen.
On
So
a random Thursday?
apparently,
No. It ended on
give me the facts, Daddy. That's your name.
It's gonna end on a Tuesday.
Gonna end on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Whatever, as long as it's over.
Like this Tuesday.
Ah, you know what? I was actually gonna try and go this entire episode without cussing.
Oh.
I lost. we're 3 minutes in. I lost.
Nah, because they're taking away all the
The mask requirements. And shit.
mandates and the vaccine mandates and all that stuff as of March 1st.
Oh, I mean, it's about time.
Technically.
Let's face it. It's about time.
Hence why the whole sticker renewal and license renewals and all those things
Yeah.
are coming up.
Which, P.S. If you didn't know, if you live in is it just Ontario?
Did they officially announce it?
Yeah, it's a thing.
So you don't have to get one anymore?
No, in Ontario, they've decided, hey, you guys don't need stickers. You don't need to pay $120 a year for a sticker that basically just says, yeah, this guy's good till this date.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna apparently reimburse you, which I don't remember if it was you or if it was Little Big Boss Man who was like, it was Little Big Boss Man. He was like, yeah, they're gonna reimburse you the full amount for the sticker. But I'm like, yo, if it's only starting on March 1st,
Yeah.
and your sticker expires in April, they're really just gonna give you the whole 120 back, because you technically then already use 11 out of the 12 months.
I actually believe they're gonna reimburse you for the last 18 months.
18.
Yeah.
Why 18?
Because COVID for us wasn't as severe until mid-year of 2020.
Yeah.
So up until then, there wasn't really any exemptions.
I wouldn't say mid-year. It was like hard April 2020, where they were like,
Okay, yeah,
Get your
April. Yeah, April, May.
yeah.
So I think it's backdated to that point
Oh.
because
Well,
that's when all the exemptions started coming into play. So basically, when they started announcing the what does he call it? The thing, state of emergency,
yeah.
is when they're backdating it too.
Okay.
I believe.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
But
because a lot of people were given grief. I was given grief
yeah,
for I was pulled over for it.
for What?
Yeah, for having
Expired
expired
sticker?
sticker. Yeah,
Mm.
even though like it was in the middle of COVID,
Yeah, and they
and
were
we
like, "Yo,
didn't
it
have.
doesn't really
Yeah,
matter. You can't
yeah,
go."
and the dude was still like, "Nah, you need to get it." And I was like, "Okay."
I feel like that just goes right back to the whole cops being dicks thing.
That's what I mean, right? So I don't know. Maybe he didn't like me for other reasons, and that was just the
Because
only
you're brown.
excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's probably because I was drowning like a dick. But
Mm.
mm.
Mm. Yeah, you know what? I could see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
I honestly don't think I was that day though.
See
I think I know what it was.
what?
I stopped for a yellow
So he was
really
like,
fast.
oh,
Yeah.
you see, I don't know, man, because like there's sometimes where I stop for the yellow when it's still green, bro. So I'm like, eh.
I was turning right, like very casually, and I thought I had enough time, but then I was like actually doing the speed limit, so I didn't.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's a little surprising.
I mean, he was behind me for like 10 minutes.
Okay, so at that point, I'll just say it. He's
Yeah.
looking for a reason.
That's what I mean,
You
right?
know?
I think he was just looking for a
Yeah,
reason.
you don't get like
Yeah.
followed by cops for longer than 5 minutes around here for
You know
no
what I
reason.
find really awkward?
What?
Not for me, but for cops. It's kind of a confusing situation for me, but when I pull over before they're going to pull me over,
Yeah,
I've done that a few times,
yeah.
and then they kind of just like really awkwardly have to drive around me, and they don't end up pulling me over because they're not like done running my plates and shit
Yeah,
yet.
they're like,
So like
well,
the
damn.
computer's still processing and all that,
Yeah.
and then they're just kind of like death glaring me while I'm on the side of the road with my turn signal on, like
it's like a trump card,
right? And I was just like, all right, well, you have a good day then if you're not gonna stop. Like
Yeah.
I would have waited.
Yeah. Oh well.
Because sometimes you could just tell.
Yeah. Like if
You know?
you're, I don't know. Like there's been times where like you're gonna get pulled over.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Subconsciously you're like, yep, I'm doing something illegal, even if you're not.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, now there's a cop behind me, and like there's been times where I've just been driving, and I'm like, he's gonna pull me over,
Mhm.
but I just keep on my merry way, and then it just doesn't happen, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
All right, cool.
bless you too,
Right?
buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like,
sweet.
all right, see you later.
Yeah. Oh, so I had I think it was this week. I had a
Mm.
dream,
Mm.
and it was weird because like so my dream things are weird. Like I
Mhm.
don't. Everybody dreams apparently, right? You just don't remember it. So when I have the same dream multiple times,
Yeah.
I'll remember like,
Yeah.
hey, I remember this dream, which is weird because I remember having it multiple times now.
Like it's familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a dream, and I think I might have freaked. Fuck, we need a nickname for him. Our painter.
Sally.
Yeah. All right. So I think I freaked Sally out
Yeah.
a little bit because I sent him a message because the dream was about him.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, which out of context sounds a little weird, but that's fine. But
Wait, why do we need a name for him?
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to be. Oh, P.S. I got into a little bit of shit from Aaron. Male Aaron. I full name dropped him on the episode, and
Yeah.
I was like, whoops, sorry.
Are
And
we
then-
not supposed to?
Well, so I
Like,
I
some
didn't get
people
like
care?
I didn't get like shit,
Yeah.
but some people might care, right? Like
Fair.
some people don't want to be like featured or just like known in the world of the internet. But I
Then they shouldn't have social media. No offense.
No, I get that. I get that. But it's like specific attention on that one person. Like when you're on the internet, you
Okay,
have social
yeah.
media, you can kind of control who sees what. But yeah, name dropped him, and then I was rewatching the episode, and I was like, oh shit, like I kind of got to tell him,
Mhm.
right? So I sent him the episode. I'm like, hey, watch this video, like it's pretty good. And then
Yeah.
I was like, P.S. sorry. And then he I guess he was at work or something.
Yeah.
So he was just like kind of like going through it like fast a little bit,
Yeah.
and just happened to land perfectly at the time where I'm just like first last name,
Nice.
and then he messaged me. He's like, bro, he like really? I was like, sorry, man. He's like, I mean, it's fine, but don't expose me like that, dude.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, like
People are too like concerned about their privacy, and it's like, yo, you accept the cookies.
that's yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can get your
like,
point.
Y'all accept cookies like it's like they're literal cookies.
I'd accept cookies right now. Not those cookies, not internet.
No, I know,
But like cookies.
But like people accept cookies like they're real life cookies.
Yeah.
But then they have a problem with like somebody saying their name verbally. It's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big gray area. That's why I
Yeah.
try to avoid it as much as I can. But
Like if somebody like goes out of their way to like ask, like, hey, like don't include me in your stuff.
yeah, then it's like, all right, like no problem.
And then like I'll just avoid the entire story or like context related to that person.
Yeah,
If I ever wanted to bring it up, I just wouldn't.
yeah,
But other than that,
yeah. So back to the Sally.
yeah.
So I had a dream about him, and it was like the wildest dream
About him?
about him.
Interesting.
Like not like about him, but like he was there,
Okay.
and it was at his house.
Okay.
But it wasn't his house. But it made sense in the dream world that it was his house. And it was me, him. We were chilling, hanging out, and there was 2 other randoms that never seen before. Don't know who they were. Their names weren't relative, I guess, because I didn't know them.
Yeah.
But like in the dream, it's like Sally. I almost said his real name. Sally and I had known them for years.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. We're all just chilling, hanging out, doing whatever. And then all of a sudden, this is gonna be really weird out of context. But then all of a sudden, I'm in his bedroom, okay? And
Why?
Just hear me out. So I'm in the bedroom, and all of us, and like everybody else is like downstairs, like in the living room chilling.
Yeah.
And I'm in his bedroom, and all of a sudden, a fire happens. And I remember panicking in the dream and being like, I need to stop this. This can't happen again. Oh my God, like what's going on? And then I woke up and I text him and I'm like, hey, listen, I don't want to freak you out, but if you have any extension cords in your bedroom right now, make sure you unplug it before you go to bed. And he was like, what? And I was like, this is gonna be weird. I had this dream 3 times.
You might have like
I might have scared the shit out of
you
him.
might have scared the shit out of him. He lives in an area where you need many extension cords in that one bedroom.
Right? You need the extension cords. It's not like a neighborhood like this where like if something is gonna happen, like shit can get out to you like right away to put your house out if it's on fire. Like it might take a hot sec. No pun intended.
We're talking
sorry.
like a solid 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Before a fire truck shows up at his house.
Yeah. So it's like,
why you gotta scare him like that?
listen, okay, this is how my brain works.
Yeah.
Okay, if I had the dream and it's some sort of spiritual guidance to be like, hey, you need to stop this before it happens, and I do not take the steps or the actions to
Yeah.
prevent it, I'm gonna feel like a bag of shit if it happens.
Fair.
So I was
Fair.
like, you know what? Play it safe. I was like, yo, Sally, unplug your shit. And he was like, after I explained it to him, he was like, yo.
Okay.
He was like, yo, thanks. I was like, all right. Like, no big deal.
Still kind of weird.
Yeah, no, you know what? There's been a couple weird things that has.
Okay, so how many times did you have to have that dream to be able to remember it?
Okay, so in my head, I only remember that having that dream 3 times.
Okay.
But here's the thing: when I had it the first 2 times, I didn't remember the dream.
Yep.
I didn't remember it at all. The
You're
third
not,
time,
most people aren't supposed to.
right? And then the third time, it was so vivid that it like I remember in the dream, I was like, yo, this happened before.
Like you keep replaying it.
Yeah, and I was like, this has happened before, and this is what happens next. And then in my dream, I was like, yo, I need to tell him
Yeah.
before like shit gets real.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and I was like, okay, first of all, this is weird. Not the first time this happened, but
Yeah.
also very weird. And I just went off of like the meeting you experience when I dreamt about it first, and then it happened a couple
What, the
years
stupid
later.
bird thing?
Yeah, with the bird thing, but instead of crows, it was seagulls, because Oshawa, right?
Shithawks.
Yeah. So I went off that, and I was like, okay, I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
Because if it's anything like that, like it might not happen tomorrow, but like in 3 years from now, if he comes up to me and he's like, yo, my fucking house burnt down, man, I'd be like, oh, hey, by the way.
I had
Like,
this one dream.
yeah. So now I'm like, and it's kind of weird because it's like, if I didn't say anything and then it happened and then I called it out and said, yo, I dreamt this, no one would believe me. But if I call it out and then it doesn't happen because it's now prevented, still people might not believe me. And I'm okay with that. As long as it's prevented, I'm okay. But if it happens, I'd be like, bro, it's one of those fucking weird things. I don't know. It's weird because
Not really. I mean, so they say that like reoccurring dreams are just like subconscious concerns. So like, yeah, if you have like, let's say you have like the same nightmare over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
that's a like a genuine fear that you have.
I'm scared of Glenn's bedroom catching on fire.
Well, you're scared of him getting hurt.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's my homie.
Yeah.
I did not call him Sally.
No.
Yep.
But that's okay.
All right.
I think
Fuck
he's okay with it.
You'd probably.
Only because like he's trying to do some similar stuff.
Yeah.
Um.
Which like.
No, screw it. We'll give him a shout out.
Yeah. Do better.
What's his thing?
I don't
Is
really
it,
know.
I think it's called 90 proof.
Yeah. 90
Yeah.
proof.
If you guys like vintage apparel, go check out 90 proof.
He made has he made a website for it yet? Or
Yeah.
like an Instagram?
Yeah. He's got actually quite a good inventory going on right now. Yeah.
Bro, he's got fire ideas.
Oh, I know.
Just needs to follow through.
Yeah.
And that's right. I'm calling you out. I don't know if he'll.
You don't need
watch
to.
This.
He's doing it.
I know he's doing it, but like I need to. This is motivation.
Fair.
This is motivational corner with the two brown guys. Okay, you have great ideas. You know how to do it. It's gonna take some work, but do it. Stick to it. Get it done. Because I'm telling you,
consistency and
is key.
Dedication. Like you'll be very successful.
And plus, you got a whole bunch of homies that are willing to lend you a hand, and not for a cut either. Just help you out.
I mean, I'm lazy, so I just lend the money.
Still, financial advisor ish.
Bro, I'm so lazy. Like every time somebody's like, "Oh, I need to do this," I'm like, "Want me to just lend you the money so you can go buy the thing instead of make it?"
Yeah.
I'm so bad for that.
Hey, Guinness, I gotta restore an entire car. You wanna give me a hand?
Will you take a loan?
Yeah, no. But no, he's, you know what? I like him. He's got good shit.
Yeah.
And I'm always down to support the homies, right? It's nothing off my 100%. Back. So support your friends, straight up.
Support your friends, support
Doesn't
your
hurt.
family, support the people you care about.
Yeah,
always.
It's free, it's easy, and I feel like I'm recording a commercial right now. That's great.
No, but it's true though, because
It is.
it's like it's too many times that like the consistent behavior of like innocently bashing your own friends, which is
Yeah.
fine. Like it's all play, whatever.
Yeah.
But eventually, like that does take a toll.
Yep.
From what I've noticed on people.
Well, yeah, because it's. I mean, think about it this way: if you got your
It's
like
the
hopes,
Yeah, well, no, not just hopes high. It's the placebo of like actually transitioning from like fuck that bullshit to like maybe I'm not good enough.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, right? Because let's be real here. If you have like hopes and dreams, and you have an idea that'll get you there,
Yeah.
right? And you're feeling hella fucking positive. This is why people say like, if you're working on something, don't tell anybody, because
Well, yeah, that's literally just because everybody's gonna put you down.
Well,
Human
yeah.
nature is just to be like the negative anti-change, right?
yeah,
And like everybody's bad for it. Like I guarantee you, I guess my brother would be a good example. He's done his fair share of like messing around,
yeah,
right? But because there's a 10-year gap between me and him, he was always kind of like another father figure to me.
yeah,
Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And then that just makes you want to rebel.
yeah,
And up to a certain point, because when you're being told not to do something, it's different than being told you're not good enough to do something.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So like when people like tell you that you can't do that versus don't do that,
yeah.
that's where like the mental effects I think start to kick in.
Like in the sense of, if someone was like, you can't do that, and then it's all of a sudden like, well, bitch, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Or is it in the sense of like, you can't do that, so you're
So
like,
at
okay, I'm
first
not
it's
gonna
like,
do it.
yeah, like I'll prove you wrong. But then eventually if it's the same consistent, like you can't do that
Yeah.
and you've not progressed in your personal goal to
Yeah.
where you want to be, that negative is going to have much more impact.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because like I was saying, if you have like hopes and dreams and you're in your own head and you haven't told anybody, and
Yeah.
you're hyping yourself up.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, this is gonna be fantastic. I don't care. I'm doing it because the outcome is greater than what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Right? And then let's say you have like a friend group of like 5 people, and 4 out of the 5 are like, nah, bro, like that's not a good idea. Like, don't do that. You can't do that. This, that, a whole bunch of negatives and whatever else.
Sorry.
I left mine in the car.
Yeah.
Then
Too tired for this.
It's gonna change.
Yeah.
It's gonna change your outlook on what it is, and you're like, eventually you start thinking like, yeah, you know what, maybe they're right. Like,
No, exactly.
what if this happens, or if that happens? But at the same time, if you can somehow train yourself to be like, yo, I don't give a shit what you say, I'm doing it anyways, and even just get to like the first step, then
You know what? So
it's better than just not even trying at all.
I guess like a bit of a secret.
Fucking Rico Suave over here. Yeah.
What?
No, go ahead.
I look Colombian?
Kinda, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cocaine for your bunghole.
No,
Anyway.
that's Rick James.
Bitch. Anyways, yeah. You say you have a secret?
Yeah, so
You have many secrets.
obviously ignore the negative. Like don't ignore it. If it's constructive, utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just someone that wants to ruin your day, ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you have to do the same with the good. You can't only do that for the bad.
Yeah.
Because if you're taking in the good, like selfishly taking in the good
Yeah.
against your own well-being, so like you take in the good and then you get this like dopamine hit or whatever.
Oh
you wanna call it.
and then
All of a sudden you're crashing because the good's not there anymore.
yeah, because it sets the
Right.
bar.
Yeah.
It sets the bar, and if you don't
And
reach
now you're
that,
comparing, which is like super unhealthy to compare. Period.
yeah, and then all of a sudden you suck.
To yourself.
Exactly. In your
You
own
might be
head.
really good at whatever you're doing, but in your head you suck. So don't take
Yeah.
in the good or the bad, and actually see like its pros and cons for what it is.
Yeah, I've got friends who've done some who can have amazing skills and can do
Yeah.
incredible things.
Oh yeah.
And they don't show it off. They don't flaunt it. They don't
Mhm.
even talk about it because they're embarrassed, because at some point they've come to this understanding that they're not as good as they are. Right?
Yeah.
Like either somebody has been like, yo, that's kind of trash at one point, and
Yeah.
it's like a shot to the heart, or
Mhm.
like it hasn't been appreciated enough to like what they wanted.
Yep.
And then they're like, yo, like maybe I'm not that good. And then like I'll happen to see something and I'll be like, yo, why are you here? Like, why are you working at this job? Why are you doing this? Like, you have something in front of you
Yeah.
that can progress you so much further in life,
Mhm.
and do so many, like, open so many doors of opportunity for you.
It's because the haters get to them.
That's right. And
Yeah.
that's like, even this podcast is a perfect example, by the way,
Mhm.
because actually, I'm going to throw some hate your way. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But when I first mentioned like, yo, like I want to do a podcast,
Yeah.
this was like at least 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was having that conversation with you, and you were like, like him and Han a little bit, and I was like, okay, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, maybe it's not the right time, this, that, like, he's not wrong, because like in my head I was thinking like, you know, fundings and timing and all the other stuff we got going on, like there's not going to be time for it, so maybe it's not a good idea. And then I got into my own head, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Straight up,
No,
fuck this guy.
straight
I
up.
was like, I will do it
Yep.
with or without you.
Yeah.
And then came the time of like, when you sent me the things, like I want you to think about this one question. And you got real like subliminal kind of, and you were like, what makes you happy? Think about it for like a week and then get back to me. And I was like, this fucking guy. I was like, you really gonna throw this my way right now?
Well, yeah, so it's I just seen you at a really low place,
Yeah.
and I wanted you to do what you wanted to do instead of what you thought you either needed to do or
Yeah.
what everybody else wanted you to do.
Which like
You know what I mean?
which like shout out to you, because like I'll be honest, like I've been through some shitty points in my life.
Yeah.
And it's got real dark and real fucking heavy at some points. But and you've been there for
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Oh, yeah.
But like I didn't even know myself that I was down at that point when you asked me the question.
That's what homies are for.
I know. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, shout out, because you seen it and you were like, yo, all right, I'm gonna do something. He might be mad at me for a hot sec, but like eventually he'll understand, which like I do.
So the thing is, I don't know, that in my opinion, like that was the most neutral way to go about it
Yeah.
that I could have executed.
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell you what you should do. I didn't ask you what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I asked you to ask yourself what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Which
You know
like
what I mean?
very fucking good approach. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like it's just kind of one of those things because you have to provoke that person to think for themselves,
Yeah.
right? So basically, it was under the premise that I didn't want you to answer the question to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, At the end of the day, no offense, I don't give a shit what you want to do.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Which, like, I'll tell you right now, my answers are still the same.
Yeah.
Because it was like, you know, what makes you happy, and I gave you a list, and then I gave you an extra list of like things that make me happy, but like I don't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
And the answers are still the same.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it helped me realize like the kind of spot that I was in my life, which I'm still kind of in it technically, but my outlook of it is better
because you have some sort of a goal.
Yeah. Like,
you know, that's the thing. When people don't have goals or like some sort of
if there's a hindrance
result that they want.
Yeah.
Like let's say like you're on this path and there's so many different things that you could be doing.
Yeah.
But like you don't see an end.
Yeah.
You don't see like an entity. You don't see a thing you've created. You don't see like any goal or any achievement that you want to set for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're just literally not gonna move from the first thing you started on.
No.
You know what I mean? And that's it. So people who want like I want to brand that at some point in my life.
Yeah.
Right? It'll happen eventually because I want to do it.
Yeah.
That's a big goal to
Mhm.
have that as a self-sustained business.
Yeah.
Like a company on its own, right? So just working towards that, or even this podcast, or even like mingling both of them together somehow. There's an end goal. If
Yeah.
there's no end goal, if there's no like vision, you're stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck.
You're
There's no motivation to keep doing
Yeah.
what you're doing. There's
Yeah.
no motivation to change. There's no motivation to be happy. There's just this consistency of your regular everyday routine,
Mhm.
and you're basically just floating. Right?
It's
You're not doing anything else. You're just floating through life. You're just having a shit time. You're seeing a whole bunch of like nothing basically. No positives, no negatives, just it is what it is,
Mhm.
and I'm not going to change because who cares. But
Yeah, exactly. Change is okay. Change is hard to deal with,
yeah.
but it is generally good for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like in my head, like change, no matter good or bad, that's basically character development, right?
Yeah,
it helps. It helps
It
with
helps
that.
you learn lessons. It helps you figure out who you are
Helps
as a
you
person, like
progress
what
in
you can
life.
go through, what you can't deal with.
Yeah,
You know,
and trust me, there's been a lot of character development here.
there.
Here. I say
There.
here because I like to include you. Okay.
Why? You don't have to.
Yeah, but you can't.
I mean, I would rather not.
Yeah, I know. but
that's where my character development stands.
well, this is the thing. That right there tells me there has been character development. Okay.
No. I've always been relatively private about a lot of things.
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean you haven't gone through shit. You know what I mean?
No.
So it's like, yeah, you're private about your stuff, which is fine, but you've experienced things. You've gone through stuff. You've had your ups, your downs. You've been in and out. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Just my biggest thing is that like I learned very early that like not everybody deserves full access to who you are as a person.
yeah,
And if that means you end up being an asshole a lot of times, that's okay.
Yep.
That's the truth. That's okay.
Yeah,
You're never
there's-
gonna please everybody.
It's fact.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Like, yeah, I've been through a lot of shit, and it's been like a lot of my shit's been out in the open. But
Mhm.
that's in my head. Like I have secrets. Obviously,
Mhm.
I have shit that I've been through that I haven't told anybody.
Mhm.
But my other stuff that people know about is basically because like I'm not hiding who I am, what my life
Yeah.
is from anybody. Right?
Yeah.
It's out in the open. If you want to know about it, you have access to the information. But if you're like trying to use the shit against me, fuck you. First of all,
Yeah.
because fuck you. But no, if somebody has questions because they're genuinely like curious about like what happened with this or what happened with that, I'll tell you. Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
so-
like a thing, I guess.
So how do you perceive guilt tripping?
Ooh, we're gonna need more than 50 seconds to go on about that one.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break,
Yeah,
and then we'll come back and explore.
the guilt tripping process.
I perceive it very differently than most people.
Okay, like when someone's trying to do it to you, or when you're trying to do it to somebody else.
When I do it to somebody else.
Oh, you. I can get on this.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Hmm.
It's very productive.
I know. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm sitting there and I'm like, Guinness, you non-accidental scumbag. All right.
Right?
Hmm.
Like
Houston, tenemos un problema.
My belly's got the grumblies.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
My asshole's got the grumblies.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, speak to me, Daddy.
How do I explain this? Okay, so
Very carefully.
you want someone to... It's a very selfless act. That's the whole point, right? So kind of like if someone's down a little bit, you over-exaggerate it.
Like if I'm down, you over-exaggerate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you're down a little bit about something that you really want to do better about yourself about,
Yeah.
or did I say that right? You get what I mean.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. You just kind of guilt trip them into doing better for themselves.
Like with Jeff? Like kind of what we did with Jeff?
No, that's holding collateral against him. That's different.
Okay, so not the way you did it,
No.
but just because when he was...
I mean, I guess, okay, it could be similar to that. So basically, Jeff has this talent.
It's a pretty decent talent.
It's a pretty decent talent. I don't want to say it yet because I'll
Yeah.
let him work on it himself and
Yeah.
reveal it himself. But I literally told him I would not help him work on his car ever again unless he revealed that talent at one point in his life.
Yeah.
At which point I will start helping him work on his car again.
And I just looked at him and went, do better.
So I guess like, yeah, in a sense you could use that example similarly.
Yeah.
I just meant it in a little less harmful way,
Yeah.
right? So like I actually have full intentions of not helping him unless he reveals this because I genuinely think he needs to.
Yeah, just 'cause...
But I would personally also like to see it as a fan,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's... this whole thing goes back to supporting your friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, he has a talent, and I was actually oblivious to it until he was just, like, doing it for fun one day.
Man, I told you, like...
The kid's got a lot of, like, growth opportunities.
Like, I see something there, right?
Yeah,
so...
he's got a lot of things that he can do.
There's potential.
That is like super potential, but he hides it, he pushes it away, and kind of I don't know,
really strays away from just picking one,
which sucks because like I know me personally as a kid growing up, like I had a lot of potential in my own ways to do certain things, and I lost it on my journey. I lost it completely
due to lack of exploration, lack
of just everything. Yeah. Plus, then having all like the negative shit that happened in my life kind of get to me a lot more than it like I should have let it.
You do, yeah. So that,
then,
like, straight up, that's one of like most people's, you included, downfalls is like people always take things way too personally.
Yeah.
So, like, you gotta not.
Yeah.
No matter what, I know it's hard.
It's hella difficult,
and it's a little shallow for me to say because like I don't experience it that way. You just don't do your best to not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it doesn't matter who you are. Bad shit will always happen to everyone.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But like in my head, the way that I've kind of got through a lot of my shit, like within the last 10 to 15 years, is because I had one like super catastrophic event happen to me that really fucking like hit my soul.
Yep.
And I, at that specific moment, I looked at myself and I was like, all right, bitch, listen up. Like you have two options here because you can either... It's happened. The thing has happened. You cannot control that. What you can control is how you go about it. So you have two options. You can either let this shit eat away at you for the rest of your life and hold you back, or use it somehow as motivation to push yourself forward.
You know what I feel like I look like in the camera right now?
See this guy? This is why he's a
I'm
little
sorry,
toxic.
I have to interject.
You go ahead, sweet cheeks.
I feel like I look like
fuck.
Like protective custody.
Kind of,
because the glasses, and then it's just.
Like, I was gonna say like a Mexican fucking. Who's that guy? I just had his name. Oh,
a Mexican actor?
No, not an actor. He's not an actor. He's gay. Don't take that offensively.
Actually gay? Or...
Yeah. Oh, is it the I can be your hero, baby? What's his name? Is that the guy I'm thinking of? I think so. Ricky Martin, not Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin? Is it Ricky Martin? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Is
but
it Ricky
he's
Martin?
not Mexican.
No, I know, but like that's why I said a Mexican version of him.
Like
Is it
Livin'
Ricky
La Vida
Martin?
Loca?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Living La Vida
that's Ricky
Loca.
Martin.
I automatically sang "Living the Vida Loca" and went to the thong song after that.
Cisco?
Yeah,
How do you?
I
What?
remixed the two songs
Bro,
in my head.
like totally opposites.
Yeah, I know, but this is how my brain works. It's like
Racial pun for the day. Night and day difference.
she had thumbs like a truck. Guys like what? You know, that's what happened. It just automatically remixed in my head. Sorry.
Interesting. I should actually try that.
What? Ricky
mixing
Martin?
those. Yeah, mixing those. Two.
Oh, I thought you were like, I gotta try Ricky Martin. I'm like, I don't think he's in your league, bro. I think he's a little out of it. No, you could get that. You got game. You just DM him on Instagram and be like, hey, I look like you, and then you guys are doing stuff. You said you wanted to try it.
Not. That's not the part that I'm like flabbergasted about.
What?
I don't look like him.
What do you mean?
At what point do I look like Ricky Martin?
I don't know, when you were sitting there with your comb over curl thing, and then with the look, and then with the glasses, I was just like, Adam will here shave the face a little bit, and then I was like, hey, Mexican Ricky
What's
Martin.
that kid show?
That is not what. Okay, go ahead.
There's a cartoon.
You got my attention. 'cause
Like
this
a
is weird
big
as hell.
with like a big like muscly dude.
A cartoon with a big muscly dude. That really narrows it down.
He's the main character.
Johnny
like-
Bravo.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Like
Nailed it.
yeah, narrow it down my ass.
It really didn't.
yeah.
It really didn't.
But it did.
It
But
didn't.
it did.
Yeah, but
it
that's
did.
but that's only because I know who you are.
Right. So
Right?
you
So
know,
it's like
same shit.
yeah. Which
Yeah,
I've been
you
having.
get what I'm saying.
I've been having this weird thing happening lately,
Mhm.
where so like I was talking to a friend, and recently discovered that them and myself are like pretty like we're on the same wavelength, right?
Okay.
And I was like, this is kind of weird because like there was a time period where like we were like hanging out.
Like you guys have been exposed to the same radiation?
No, like same
Sorry,
brain
I had to.
like same brain waves, right? Which this happens often because Aaron, male, me and him, we were walking in I think it was like a Zeller's one time.
Yeah.
Not talking to each other, no music playing, nothing in the background, and all of a sudden we started singing the exact same song at the exact same time in like at the same part of the song out loud randomly. So
Okay.
that happened. So we were on the same wavelength. But this friend we recently discovered we're on the same wavelength, and I was like, this is kind of weird because like they told me things about themselves,
Mhm.
and I was like, this is weird because I'm the same, and then I would say something about myself, and they were like, that's hella strange because like same.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a oh, I'm just gonna feed off of this and just pretend to be the same as this person because I'm weird as fuck, because that's not the case. But then also Baby Hands,
Yeah.
I met up with him
Yeah.
recently, and he had a situation happening to him,
Mhm.
and he was just like telling me about it because, you know, homies for life. Sup, Baby Hands? And I was sitting there and I was like, bruh, listen to me for a hot sec, because everything you said, okay, like, you know my situation, I now know yours. Think about my situation. Just think about it and think about like similarities here. And he just basically looked at me and was like, bruh, like we're living the same life, just opposite ends of the spectrum, kind of. Not really, just a different time. So yeah, that's been happening to me a lot lately. I guess I'm just finding that I'm relating to people a little bit more recently.
What?
What? Fire me.
If it's what I think it is, how do y'all end up in these situations?
It's not bad situations.
Okay, never mind. It's not what I think it is then.
No, it's just like
Okay.
typical regular situations. Like, for example, like I had a dream job as a kid,
Yeah.
and my other friend had the same.
Oh, that's everybody though.
Yeah, but like it's that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, but the details are the same?
yeah, details
Okay.
are the same, methods are the same, and it's not just for like that. It's like multiple different things all the time. It's like it's like the exact same thing.
Mm.
Like like for example, let's say if me and you never knew each other,
Mhm.
right? And for whatever reason, I'm making
Go
up
with
words.
it.
I'm
Go
making
with
up
it.
words.
For whatever reason.
Okay, so for whatever reason, so you like S12s, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say this is not me at all, by the way, but let's say I liked S12s,
Mhm.
and we both had the same idea to like build this car the same way, same colors, same parts from the same distributors at the same time.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden we meet up at a Tim Hortons and it's like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, nice to meet you. I'm me, you're you.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like 6 years later, we find out like, yo, like now we're best friends. And
Yeah.
6 years later. And
Yeah.
then we find out like, yo, like I have this project that I want to build. And you're sitting there and you're like, yo, did you read my notes? Because those are my notes.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, no, these are my notes. And it's like the exact same. So it
Yeah.
kind of like blows your mind for a hot minute. You know what I mean? It's
So-
like that kind of situation.
This is where my nerdiness comes in.
All right. Lay it on me.
Believe it or not, statistically,
I
you
will.
can prove
Yeah.
that is like a premeditated thought based on the knowledge that you've been exposed to without realizing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
So
but,
like a lot of that's why like you see so many similar like car builds.
yeah.
They're all just like slight variations of each other.
Yeah. And it could be something
But-
as like when you were 6, you all watched the same
When
videos
some-
from the same people.
When there's a huge drastic change, like in a car, for example, when it comes to modification,
yeah.
everybody wants to do that drastically beneficial change, but obviously with their own slight little touch,
Yeah.
right? The base of the information that it comes from is still always the same source.
Right. But the the chances of like you meeting somebody absolutely random, right? Like, because for
The
example,
chances are slim,
yeah,
but
not impossible. Nothing's impossible.
no, they're never impossible.
Yeah.
That's the point. Like I could take my car, like let's say I finish the car, the gray one.
Yeah.
And then like I want to go on a road trip to the States.
Yeah.
The chances of me like finding someone who built something similar, based on the few people that I already interact with monthly, are actually quite high.
Yeah. But you know what I mean though? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just
Once you find that niche,
yeah.
you're in it. You're exposed.
Yeah.
It's everywhere because you're in that niche.
Okay, so let me put it to you this way then, because I can make the chances even more slim.
Yeah.
Right. So me, a child in Africa, right, having a dream growing up of being like, I don't want to be an astronaut. I don't want to be a freaking firefighter. I don't want these typical
You
bullshit
don't want to
jobs.
be a doctor,
Right.
Yeah.
I want to buy properties and rent them.
Yeah.
And then for a randomly Canadian, full blown Canadian,
Yep.
white female
Yep.
child,
Yep.
having the exact same goals.
Yeah.
Right. And then just by chance,
Mhm.
the events that happen
Mhm.
lead us to like meet each other and become friends. Right. So just think about all the things that have to happen for that to happen.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
Well, I mean,
in my head,
you said you were gonna make the chances slimmer.
yes.
You made them significantly more abundant with that.
Did I
example.
though? Because
Yeah,
here's how
way more abundant.
because here's how this works, right? So when like I could have stayed in Africa, never
Yeah.
met this person.
Yeah.
We could have got accepted to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And not came to Canada.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have happened. I could have came to Canada
wouldn't
and
have
changed my
happened-
goals. It wouldn't have
It
happened.
may not have happened with that exact person,
No, but like
but it would have definitely happened
with somebody.
with somebody in the exact same circumstance.
Yeah, but I mean to be specific, like me, Africa baby,
Yeah.
and then this specific person, Canada baby,
Yeah.
and then just now
Yeah.
we're friends. Like, yeah, it could happen anywhere you go, sure, but
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Anyone, here's why: anyone who's homeschooled
Mm.
has the same mindset as that real estate.
Yeah,
Literally, you want to pay less taxes and be a millionaire? Buy and sell real estate.
okay, but what does what does homeschooling have to do with this? I wasn't homeschooled.
So,
Like, just give me your
the
thought
public
process here.
curriculum
Yeah,
wants to negate and stray away from the anti-tax
yeah,
education.
hmm
So you won't get it in a public school scenario,
yeah.
but you'll get it in a homeschool scenario.
Oh yeah, because homeschool you can kind of control whatever you're being taught. Not you, but like you can
And
control.
you tend to
what
get more
teach.
real life practices than stupid curriculum
Which
practices.
like great because I'll
You know
tell
what I
you,
mean?
I'll be honest with you. I would rather much know how to do my taxes rather than the Pythagorean theorem.
That's
which I
why you have
haven't-
me,
which
bro.
I haven't used. Yeah, but this is my other thing though, because like I have trust issues clearly.
Yeah.
I don't It's not that I don't trust you to give me the right information. It's just
No,
if it hasn't
absolutely
been
cross-reference it 100%.
well, this is my thing, right? If I don't really give a shit,
Mhm.
I ain't cross-referencing shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing, right? But like, so you could give me information, I could be like, okay, cool, and I won't use it until I feel like I need to. But
So that goes back to the whole like I'm spending money
yeah,
because I'm not in a pinch, and until I am, then I need it, right?
yeah,
And my thing is, if you do certain things, especially when it comes to your taxation, you'll never have to worry about not spending that money.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. For me, like just a little off topic. Like if people are giving me information and I know that person, like this isn't you.
Yeah.
But if someone's giving me information and I know that person hasn't like tried it and proved it to themselves, then I'm like, I don't trust a single freaking word you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you could come to me and you could tell me, oh yeah, no, just take every single dollar from every single paycheck you have in 1 year. Don't spend it on anything. Be homeless for that year. Don't eat, don't shit, don't do anything. Take all your money and put it here and it'll multiply tenfold in that year. I'm not gonna fucking do it because I see you not struggling, not not being homeless ever, not doing this. And I'm like, okay, well, you obviously have other methods that you've applied during this. I'm not gonna trust you. I'm not gonna trust that information. Like, yeah, sure, it could be good, but chances are, like, you haven't had to take like every single dollar the whole entire year, not spend it on something, be homeless, struggle it out, and then put it in there. You're probably just like, hey, Dad, let me get $60,000 real quick. You know what I mean? Like, there's something else that's always missing from like that little bit of. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I think I'm just babbling, but it's still a thing, right? Like, there's some piece of information missing, which.
Like, you're talking about compounding interest rates for long-term investment programs?
I'm literally just talking about bullshit.
That's what I'm gathering here.
I'm not talking about anything specific. I'm just talking about, like, relaying information to somebody else, but leaving out details. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. How can I relate this to you?
That could just be, like, a communicational issue, too.
Yeah.
They forgot to mention something.
Yeah,
or
but that's because, like,
moment,
certain things they're not thinking about because it's subconscious to them. They don't know. They don't realize.
Or it hasn't been a factor to them.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter to them because they have the means to do certain things that you don't. But they don't realize that because, you know.
Yeah, but
a little
at the same time, like, I see your point in the sense of, like, when it's information from a credible source.
Yeah.
You always trust it more than an uncredible source.
Yeah, like.
It could be the same information.
Yeah.
Just one you would trust more than the other.
Yeah, like if Jim Bob, who came from like a rich silver platter family, told me something.
Like a hedge fund baby.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, no, it's easy, bro. If I can do it this way, I would be like, I'm good.
Exactly.
And then if you were to come to me and be like, yo, listen, Jim Bob over there, he's on to something, but here's what he left out, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
Now we can roll through some shit.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't even know how we got here. To be honest with you, it started with Big Daddy Matty, and now we're in taxes. So it's going like a DS.
No, this is why I'm always transparent, and like I'll actually kind of go out of my way, to tell people little things about like tax slips and their paperwork and all that. Because, you might be in the eyes of the billionaires, it might not be the best business practice, but let's face it, we don't make more than $70K a year. For us, it's beneficial. All right, like the pennies count.
Right? Sit down. Yeah. Send me your bank info.
Like getting taxed that extra $1,000 and then getting it back at the end of the year. No, like getting taxed on your paychecks that extra $1,000 and then getting that extra $1,000 back at the end of the year really helps the mindset of not owing when you're already pinching pennies. Yeah,
like, bro, taxes. Okay, taxes. To me, I'm like, this is what is this? Why is this happening? Not only that, but like credit scores. Who the fuck? Why? Why is that even a thing? Like, who goes, okay, like you know, we don't know if we can trust you with money, right? But instead of like seeing what you do with your money, we're just gonna give you this number. Like, who gives me this number?
Nah, so that number is actually kind of just like whatever.
Yeah, but you need it for anything, like anything. Almost. Well, like any big things. Like you want to go like rent an apartment here? You
Yeah.
need a fantastic. You not only do you need a credit score, you need a wife, 2 children minimum.
Well, no, you need the income from those.
No, but no, just not even that. Like I could make the money that I make now,
Yeah.
and I can afford like a mortgage, for example.
Mhm.
But because houses are hella expensive, they're like, no, you can have a mortgage. So instead, you have to rent. Okay, cool. I'll rent. Whatever. I'll deal with it. And then if it's me who makes, let's say, 60K a year,
Yep.
versus this couple who makes 45K a year because he sells, I don't know, shoelaces, and she has an OnlyFans, but he doesn't know about it because whatever, but they don't want to talk about it, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know where I'm going with that. But anyways, they make 45K a year.
Mhm.
The likeliness of me getting that apartment is almost zero because I don't have a family. They will look at the people involved and go, okay,
Fair.
well, there's a family with kids versus a single dude. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, one of them's still not going to have a place to live. You give it to the family, cool. I understand that. I understand,
Okay,
you know,
that's fine.
the family needs a place to go.
The thing though,
But like, what about me, dog?
hold on, because that doesn't have that much to do with the credit score.
I'm off. I'm way off the credit score thing. I'm way off.
Okay, because you segued it right.
Yeah,
like,
no,
right
it's-
off of the credit
Listen,
score.
segues are hard. Okay, I'm way
You're
off
like,
the
my
credit
credit
score.
score sucks. This is why I can't rent.
My credit score does not suck.
Okay,
I've done
you were like,
better for
I'm
myself.
single, and my credit score is great, but because I'm single, I can't rent. Right?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just strictly.
I just thought it
based-
was like related to
No,
the credit
it's
score.
it's not. But like
Yeah.
you need a lot of things to just rent now. Like
Mhm.
I remember here, it was like, yo, as long as you can handle like $850 a month for this 2-bedroom basement apartment, like
Yeah.
we'll let you live here, no big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, you need $1,750 plus utilities every single month for this 1-bedroom small ass basement.
That's
with a
inflation.
shared laundry. But hey, by the way, even though you make like $100,000 a year, we're not going to give it to you, even though you can afford it.
Yep.
We're going to give it to these people because they have kids. And it's like, okay, cool. Let me tell you something. Fuck them kids. Give me a place to live. All right. I need somewhere to live. They can figure it out. They got 2 people versus me. I'm making it work. I'm making it work. I'm making it happen. I'm
Yeah.
bringing in the money. All right. I will be able to give you whatever you need money wise. Because I ain't sucking nothing for a place to live. Let me tell you that real quick. But just, I don't know, man. It frustrates the hell out of me because I'm like, yo, like, I get it. People got kids. They need somewhere to live. They need a place to raise their family and shit. But, like, don't forget about everyone else that needs a fucking place to live.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously.
You know what I mean?
It's just like I don't think it's necessarily that though. I think a lot of it has to do with
I'm just butthurt.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just butthurt.
I think more of it has to do with like the security factor.
Security factor of what? Speak to me.
The family's not gonna up and leave.
You don't know that.
It is like the parents are aware how detrimental it is
Yeah,
to live in that kind of life,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
For the kids,
Yeah.
they won't do it.
Let me tell you something. real quick.
Most
There you
parents
go. There you
wouldn't.
go. There's the
Most.
most. Yes.
Obviously, there's exceptions to every rule.
Yes.
There are stupid people out there that reproduce. It's unfortunate, but it happens, and we have to allow it because that is the freedom of our human rights,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Bureaucratic rant.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's always gonna be an exception, but like at the same time, like, just don't get exposed to the bad that much, and you'll realize that majority of people are sensible human beings.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, the way that like the renting market has gone, I think is just everyone has the same mindset. You know what I mean? Like I can't even tell you how many apartments I looked at before I
Yeah.
got this place.
Yeah.
And it was just me and my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like the literally my landlords have told me this,
Mhm.
okay, that the only reason that we got that place is because of her.
Yeah.
She didn't have a fucking job at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, no money.
Yeah.
Like she had a credit score, but like no money.
Yeah.
And like they were like, oh, she looks so like innocent and da da da. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. She was sick. That's why she didn't speak to you. She was worried. She was sick as hell. She was like, yo, my voice is froggy. Just so you know, I'm gonna be hella fucking quiet when I go in there. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Like, you know, just relax. Like, I'll take care of it. And
But
then,
that's what landlords want.
yeah, but
They want quiet people. They want reserved people.
oh,
they
they
want-
want quiet quiet people.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
As hypocritical as
Yeah,
it may be in
yeah,
your
yeah.
situation,
Yep.
the landlord will still always want that for his own property.
Of course.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong. Your house.
Yeah.
Your rules. I get it. That's cool. But let me tell you something. When you are the only motherfucker in that house with a job, okay, and you gotta leave and be at work for 10:30 at night, okay, and you work night shift, so you're out there struggling, right? Just hustling, struggling, nighttime. You're in it, and you go home and you tell them, hey, listen, I go to bed around this time, and like I don't mean to tell you to like shut the fuck up, and I don't mean to tell you to stop doing what you're doing, but could you just not wear your shoes in the living room, please? And
I have a question. Have you tried reverse placebo on this?
please give me something. I need something.
Have you tried it?
I don't know.
Tell them you're
It's-
going to bed later than you're going to bed.
Yes,
They might
okay.
be quiet until you go to bed.
Let me tell you something. I've tried something.
Yeah.
I have tried something. Okay, so I was on afternoons for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, yo, I'm on afternoons, like, so just so you know, like, you're aware, because they asked me
Yeah.
these questions, and then everything was cool. Everything was fine, because nighttime they go to bed. As soon as so they went on vacation, and
Yeah.
when they went on vacation, I switched back to nights,
Okay.
and I didn't tell them.
Yeah.
So let me tell you
they didn't
how.
know.
They didn't know,
Yeah.
and they were quiet. They
Yeah.
were quiet all day long.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they asked me, oh, what time do you, except for the one time when they got like the automatic robo vacuum thing, and it got stuck in a corner
Oh,
while they were upstairs, like upstairs, and right above my bedroom, you just hear, and it's like just pissing, like it woke me up, bro. And I marched upstairs, and I was like, what is going on? And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, like, were you sleeping? I'm like, yeah, I'm working nights. And they were like, okay, well, what time do you go to sleep? I'm like, yo, usually around like 11 p.m. Let me tell you how I can count down the fucking seconds till they start like just stomping the yard upstairs in the living room right above my bedroom. And then the one time I told them, like, hey, like, do you guys mind? Like, I was trying to be polite as shit about it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, like, do you guys mind, like, maybe trying to, like, not do the honky tonk stomp in the living room? Because it's right above my bedroom. They told me that it was not above my bedroom. I'm like, you don't know the layout of your own house? You don't know? You really don't know? Are you? I'm like, yes, it is. He just no, it's not. And then moving on. I'm like, guys, what? Like what? I pay your bills, dog. I do. Me. And you're just gonna tell me no? You're gonna tell me? You're gonna sit here and you're gonna tell me I'm wrong? Like, man, oh, sorry, I get so heated.
No,
and
it's cool.
it's oh cool. Man, no, like I could go on for this for another hour. I really could, but I'm not going to, because I'm just gonna end up crying and just, man.
I have a guest
frustrating.
room. Do you want to move in?
No. You know what? I'm hoping. What did we name? Not Gavin. The other one. What did we name him? Lindsay. Right, Lindsay. Lindsay, I'm hoping will just come out with a big flex for me and just help me out, because with his grandma and the apartment thing, I'm hoping that works out. Like, I'm really hoping, because let me tell you, for the price is nice, especially for what it has. Because, and if that does happen, bruh, this is gonna be better, because it's studio time. Just saying, studio time. That's why I'm going for a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It'd be better.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. God, I really could keep going on for this. Like,
Do you want to keep going,
buddy? Like, they literally, they like just, so like, like they're all about her, dog. And like, I get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, be all about her. That's fine. But you guys don't realize how much, like, oh man, like they don't even ask me to do stuff anymore. They're just like, hey, I need you to fix the snowblower. It's like,
that's not my responsibility.
hey, I need you to do the gardening. What? Like, I agreed to shovel because it's snow and you guys are old. I get that. I'll do that. No problem. I will cut the grass in the backyard. No problem. Don't ask me to fix your garage door. Don't ask me to fix your dryer. Don't ask me to fix your snowblower. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Don't ask. They don't ask. They just go, do this. Don't pay me. Don't offer money. No nothing. We got 15 seconds-ish.
No, we can keep going.
Okay. We'll keep going then. But after a short break, landlord topic. Keep that in mind. I'm like, they're gonna forget. I'm gonna forget.
Okay, so like,
Yes.
what's in? Is there any of this that's defined in your like landlord tenant act?
Like a lease? You talking about a lease?
No,
a lease
no.
that I okay.
Not
what?
a lease.
Like
a,
a
lea-
landlord
a lease
tenant?
is different. A lease
Yeah.
is a financial binding.
Okay.
A landlord tenant act is like a living regulation.
Like something that I agreed to, or just
Yeah, like circumstances that you agree to fulfill, or requirements, circumstances that you agree to, and requirements that you agree to fulfill under the premise that you're going to live there.
okay. So the only thing.
Yep.
Before we moved in, they were like, "Oh, like, can you do gardening?"
Okay.
I was like, "Yes, I can."
Yeah.
That was it.
That
They didn't technically say, "I need you to do this."
no. It it's got to be on paper.
No, there's nothing on paper.
Okay, so then tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I would if I wasn't afraid that they would be like, "Okay, I will go fuck myself, but you have to get the fuck out of here." You know what I mean?
So this is what you do: sign another lease, and then you tell them to go fuck themselves.
Let me. I don't know if I should say this on the internet. The lease
Yeah.
at this moment in time, verbal.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't require like a signed lease.
I know.
To live.
The only time I signed a lease there was the first year.
Yeah, and
And-
that's generally the norm.
Yeah,
You sign the first
but-
year, and then you just do month to month until
Well,
whatever.
this is the thing. So like we have
Yeah.
So this part is kind of nice. Is the fact that like they're understanding in the sense of like like I am trying to find a place.
Yep.
They know that.
Yep.
So when he agreed and decided to increase my rent, I was like, okay, this is upsetting a little bit, but I can deal with it.
Yeah.
He was like, where was I going with this? He was like, yeah, I'll get another lease written up for you to sign, and I'll give you this thing,
Yeah.
and then just never gave it to me, which I'm like, whatever, cool. But he's also like, also if you want to move out, let me know 30 days in advance, and then because I've already paid last, so he's like, you can move out whenever.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care. You can move out whenever. So I'm like, that's nice. But they sneak diss me a lot, bro. A lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
So
literally
sign a 6-month lease and then tell them to start.
not
himself.
even because my plan is to be the fuck out of here April 1st, and it is the end of February right now. So I am just planning to sayonara. Like I'm out of here. So but no, like
See, the only reason like I would say sign another like 6-month lease is so that he would have to legally put up with your shit.
I see.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
'Cause there's-
toxicity. I like
Because there's no definitions of you being binded to any agreements of the stuff that you're talking about, like maintenance around the house, property maintenance, gardening, stuff like that. Like that's all verbal, and you can say no to it after re-signing another lease that's officially recreated those rules. And then you can just tell them to go fuck themselves a bunch of times.
You're
paying the rent.
You're absolutely right. I could do that, but here's the only problem. So when they wear shoes upstairs now, it's flat shoes for the most part.
Yeah.
If I do that, it will be heels and steel toes, day in, day out, all the freaking time. Piano played very horribly, and then they'll just be like, "Hey, I have 1,000 family members. It is a random Tuesday. You guys should all come over and dance with me in my living room."
I would get so creative with this guy, man. Like literally so creative. I would be like, "Hey, can I help you like polish your shoes or something?" And then like get some sort of glue that doesn't react until like an hour and a half after it's been put on the floor.
Yeah.
Shoes are stuck.
But
And then like can I help tune your piano? And throw like weights in there, bro. Like weights on those strings. So they gotta like push and push and push just to press those keys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would just get so creative for those 6 months. Like,
no, man, like it's bad. Like it's
like,
actually
they would just
bad.
give up.
Like for example, like they've called me fat to my face without calling me fat to my face. Like, oh, you look like this guy. Doesn't he look like this guy? He looks like this guy. Oh, you must be eating well, huh? This and that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I am the exact same fucking size I was when I moved in.
Hold on, but he's brown, right?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
No,
Yeah.
because it doesn't come from him.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Is she brown?
Okay. Yes, but like rich people vibe brown.
No, but still, the culture's still kind of the same.
Yes, the culture's the same, and I get that.
Yeah.
But as soon as I go, hey, you guys are being too loud, they get defensive because they take it offensively. So it's like,
Well, okay, that yes.
Yeah.
I just meant like the fat thing personally.
yeah, but
Right.
this is my thing though, right? Like you have a little platito white girl
Yeah.
in basement
Yeah.
with I mean, bigger than average black man, and let's just keep that in context. Bigger than average black man, right? And your immediate
Context.
platito. But no, so you have this couple, right? And you see this sickly white girl, and you're like, oh. And then you see like her man, who's literally okay, like not to beef me up, but like relationship wise, I'm a good dude. I take care of my shit, right? I take care of my people.
Yeah.
And you're gonna sit here and tell me every single day, you better treat her well, man. That's like, yo, did I give you a reason to think that I wasn't? like did I? Because I don't think I did. Because let me tell you something, they can't hear a goddamn thing we do downstairs. They're always like, oh, you're so quiet and da. Not only that, we don't make a sound because we barely talk.
No, so next time they're like, you're so quiet, just Tourette's, bro. Tourette's. Just Tourette's.
like I don't know, because like when we do have like conversations downstairs, and it's like it gets heated, right?
Yeah.
But not heated in the sense of like yo fuck you, but it does, like, because like the story will just be like so I don't know, uppity, I guess, where it's like I'm at some points yelling, but I'm only yelling. I've realized I'm only yelling like cuss words and like vulgar shit, and so to them it might sound like, yo, is he getting in her face right now, dog? Because it might sound like that to them.
So that's one thing you'll notice about my censorship. When you're casually swearing, I don't censor it out.
Yeah. No, when I get heated.
But you naturally swear with a lot of emphasis.
Yeah.
Just on the actual like swear. So like the context out the window.
Yeah.
And it's literally just you saying like fuck, shit, bitch, or whatever. Yeah.
Cock sucking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll probably have to censor that out too.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's cool. But when it's casual, it's just kind of like whatever. It just adds to the sentence.
Yeah. Kiss ka fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. But hey, I'm a kind of guy, you know?
It is what it is.
Like, but
wait, what did you just say?
what?
You're a whole fuck kind of guy?
No, I just said I'm
Like
a fuck kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah, there ain't no whole fucking going on here, buddy.
I was like wholesale, whole fuck.
Yeah, you get the entire fuck, not just the front part and not just the back part. Yeah, you get both for free.
I ran out of fucks to give, so.
Yeah, well, I still fuck every. No, I don't. The context really matters, and I'm really just starting to like, just okay. Anyways, but yeah, so it's literally just been like 5 years of them hating me.
I'm telling you, bro. At some point, you just gotta start having fun with it.
I've tried, and I bought a guitar that I don't know how to play.
Yeah.
I bought a very big speaker.
Yeah.
I know how to use.
Yeah.
And I've also who are we gonna call this one? Forest Boy at work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he lent me like an electric drum kit. I also have very big speaker. So I got a little creative one time.
Can we call him something else?
What do you want to call him?
Stone Cat.
Who?
Stone Cat.
Stone Cat.
Stone Cat.
I might have missed a story here.
The Sphinx.
Gotcha. All right, so Stone Cat.
Wait, was it a dog or it's a cat, isn't it?
A sphinx?
Yeah.
It's a cat.
Yeah, it's a cat. Stone cat.
Yeah.
Stone Cat.
So yeah, but he gave me. I have these things now
Yep.
at my house.
Yep.
That I don't know how to play, and a very big speaker. So I put it to the test. I cranked that bitch to 1,000.
Mhm.
Okay, and I very poorly started strumming and drumming.
Mhm.
You know what they said?
It sounds great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking hate them, bro.
Just
I absolutely
keep doing
hate it.
Just keep doing it.
I gave up.
Hold on. No, because
they are
eventually.
They're so good at playing the game. I
Yeah.
gave up.
But if you keep doing it enough, you'll get good and they'll start hating you and actually showing it. And then you'll start smiling about it. Patience.
You know what?
It's about patience.
I
and
don't
you-
have that.
I know. But like just turn around. Be like, yo, if I keep doing this, like the tables are gonna be flipped.
You know what? I do see your point.
Yeah.
Okay, I do. But I'm a very, like, fuck you kind of guy. Okay? Like, Whether it's out
Yeah.
loud, whether it's not
Yeah.
out loud, whether it's to your face, whatever. I am a very fuck you kind of guy. So like you throw me shade, you, right? Like it's just not only that, but like yo, have some goddamn respect, man.
Well, yeah.
Like you guys don't leave the house. My roommate doesn't leave my house until she has to. So I'm the only one that literally has to leave the house in order to make $1 in order to survive.
Yeah.
And now I have told you my requirements, you know, keep it down a little bit while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And you just go, nah, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to just have a rodeo.
I have an idea.
While you're sleeping.
I have an idea.
Okay, what's your idea? You want to whisper about it?
Yeah. Call the cops for a noise disturbance.
Bro,
Upstairs.
what the fuck? Those are two different extremes. It was like fight back. Nah, fuck that. Call the cops.
Just do it. Just do it, bro. Noise disturbance upstairs. Call the cops while you're at work.
I feel like that's going to backfire on me so hard.
Why?
Because they could be like false report.
I'll do it.
You're gonna pay that ticket?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll
All
do
right.
it.
But you can't do it while I'm at work because they're sleeping.
That's the point.
But then,
You can't get blamed because you're not there.
yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm not gonna touch that one. That's I gotta tell you the story off camera because I just remembered it. But
Okay.
anyways, yeah, no, I don't know about that one. First of all, I don't like calling the cops.
Like you don't call 911.
No, you just go, hey, division, whatever the number is.
Just Google the
and then
closest one.
Yeah, and then just be like, hey,
and then they don't
oh
show
my
up for
God.
like another 6 hours anyways.
I need you to do something while I'm sleeping at home.
Yeah.
Call the district, whatever.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, what's the thing? What's the thing? It's when you send someone to go check to see if someone's okay. What's the word? I had it. I
Like a
lost
wellness
it.
check?
Yeah. Hey, I need a wellness check to my address upstairs. And then when they go, why? What's going on? I'd be like, I was like in the area and I just heard a whole lot of noise that really didn't sound that good, and this and that. P.S. You're kind of off camera at this point. This is basically just
I didn't
me.
even realize.
Oops. But yeah, just wellness check the tits. Just wellness check.
Just get a wellness
And then they'll be
check.
like, because they'll come to the door and be like, no, everything's fine here. But they are suspicious, like naturally. They're just naturally suspicious.
Yeah.
So like it could go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like
All right, the thing is, we talked about this
on camera, so now it's
on
premeditated.
camera. No,
Yeah.
it's not even that it's premeditated. I just gotta wait like 6 months for this to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
JK,
Don't
we're
move
not
out.
going to do that.
no, sign the lease.
I'm not signing another 6 months. Literally, if I have an opportunity to leave there in a month, I'm taking it. Despite all the fun that you think I could have with this, because let me tell you,
I will help you have the fun.
you could have helped me 4 years ago. You said no. I'm saying no now.
Stop saying no.
No.
Does no mean no? Stop
Yes.
saying no.
It's all about consent, Guinness, okay?
I consent for you to have fun at their expense.
No, man, I just want to wash my hands with it. I need a place where I can just sleep, because let me tell you something. All right, for me to get a proper 8-hour sleep, it's non-existent. That shit don't happen. If I get 4 or 5, I'm usually functional for the next 20 some odd hours.
Yeah.
If I get, and anything less than that, still functional for the most part. I can get done what I need to get done and be at peace with myself for the most part. If I get over 5 hours of sleep, my body just goes, what the fuck is this? What did you do to me?
So like, what's your happy medium?
5.
5?
5 hours. But 5 hours diagonally on the bed. Yeah, I know it's
Why
weird.
does that matter?
It matters.
What?
I get the best sleep I've ever had when I sleep head in one corner, feet in the other corner, like opposite corners. I have to be diagonal on the bed. I cannot lay straight on my back, on my side, on my face. I cannot. I have to be diagonal in any position. And I will have for 5 hours, and I will have the best sleep of my life. I'm weird as hell. I know. Get there.
Just take your bed.
And put the bed diagonally?
Yeah, try it. Just to see what happens.
Okay, listen, I don't need to be centered with the room when I sleep, okay?
No, you won't be. You'll be offset with the room.
If I put my bed diagonal and then I sleep diagonal, I am technically going to be in line with the room.
No, you'll probably sleep straight.
In the room?
No,
Yes.
in the bed.
No, because I'll still sleep diagonal on the bed.
It'll be like a scene of change or a
Change
scene of
scenery.
changery.
I'm definitely... What was
Change of
it?
scenery.
What was it? I'm definitely picking down what you're putting up here, son. I definitely am. No, like, because it's... Like, I could go to sleep straight on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
But when I wake up and I'm like, damn, like, that was a good sleep. I wake up like this. I wake up crooked as hell. Diagonal.
I gotta figure out how to...
Sleep. Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, one, how to sleep.
You also got to figure out how to wake up. Because you don't do that either.
Okay, so the reason why I don't wake up is because I always overexhaust myself from staying awake too long. And then
Especially when he knows he's got to be up in a couple hours.
falling asleep when I don't want to because I'm unable to fall asleep earlier. And then, yeah, it just adds to the overlap of, like, fuckery. But, like, I gotta figure out how to wake up. I gotta figure out how to sleep and not be still.
What do you mean?
I don't move in my sleep, bro.
That's not a bad thing.
That is such a bad thing.
Depending, it's not a bad thing.
What do you mean?
Because if you, like...
If I accidentally fall asleep in a fucked up position, I am so cramped when I wake up.
Well, yeah, so your thing is not figuring out how to move in your sleep. Your thing is how to figure out how to fall asleep in a proper position so that you stay there.
It's not that I purposefully, like, fall asleep in a messed up position.
No, but accidentally. Like, I know you slept in a cake once, so that was definitely accidental. But I know you also,
I didn't sleep in the cake.
You slept with the cake, Guinness.
I rolled into the cake.
The cake was in your hands?
Nah.
It was in the bed?
Nah.
The cake was in the area.
No, so I fell asleep on the couch
Oh, okay.
while eating the cake.
Yeah.
And then the cake was on me.
Either way,
Yeah.
you slept with a cake.
Because instead of, like, reaching over and, like, putting the cake on the table, I fell asleep with it in my hand.
Right. Again,
And then it was all over me.
proving my point here. You need to find a way to fall asleep in the proper position without all of these other obstacles in your way.
Yeah.
Whether it's cake or a phone.
Nowadays, usually I just fall asleep, like stomach down. But, like, sometimes, like, I'll be, like head on my shoulder or some shit, or, like, head on my arm.
Yeah. Like hold on. Fall asleep, stomach down, and like a very amateur doggy style position?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if you were going full blown like face down, ass up, or if you were just
No.
like fucking like just
I don't fall asleep in a fetal position, okay?
the fetal position is something totally different.
It's close to face down.
I'm
ass
not a
up.
scientist,
'Cause all
doesn't
you gotta
matter.
do is just, like, stand up.
Excuse me?
If you're face down, ass up, and then
How you gonna stand up when
and
you like that?
Crouch. You're in the fetal position.
Isn't the fetal position like that, but on your side?
No, the fetal
It doesn't
position,
matter. We're not scientists.
No,
it's
the
fine.
fetal position is just like that. It doesn't matter if you're on your side, on your back, on your front. It doesn't matter. That's just the fetal
okay.
position.
There's...
Hence why the baby can get wrapped around the umbilical cord can get wrapped around it. It doesn't matter what position the fetal is in, like, sideways orientation. It's just the physical, like, position of it.
I had a weird moment. Did they name it the fetal position because that's like a baby's position, or did they name it the fetal position because that is the most likely position for your girl to get pregnant?
That's not the most likely.
No. Like, because it's technically like a face down, ass up, right?
That's like one of the least likely ways.
Okay, hear me out. Just hear me out. Somebody's sitting there going, Matt, you're an idiot, which is fine. Hear me out. A doggy, right?
Yeah.
So, the fact that the chair made the squeak.
No.
No, hear me out. I'm not done. Okay, so she doggy, right? And you're just hitting it from the back, right?
Yeah.
Nuts hitting that spot
Okay.
every once in a while, which is the perfect spot apparently. So like she's loving it.
Yeah.
Right? And you're loving it because you know the position. So you're just like I'm a nut in you, and then baby. you know what I'm saying?
No, that is like one of the least likely ways to get pregnant.
All right, learn me something. Go ahead.
Flip her around.
Put her on her back,
Put her on her back, leg straight up.
and this will induce baby.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll avoid that at every cost. Thanks for that, Doctor
It like
Brown guy.
curl from what I've like researched.
Yes, I'm uneducated. Get off it.
It I don't know. It's supposed to curl like the canal.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, it's supposed to curl like the canal, and then like the semen's actually able to get into the cervix. Nicely.
I like how you got
Some
quiet after you said semen. You were like,
Oh no, I got quiet because
no,
the
no,
mic's
no,
not
no,
facing
no,
me.
no, no. You were like, yeah, I am a doctor secretly. You don't know this, Matt Seaman, and then we're just gonna talk.
I've had enough scares.
I've had a couple myself, but sorry, sis. Oh yeah, by the way, my sister watches these, and she's like, hey, like things I really didn't need to know about my little brother and his best friend. And then she made the connection of like, yeah, but I'm also an author and I make real like sexual books, and you've read a lot of them, so I guess we're fair. Also, DM us on Instagram if you want her books. Just saying, because like we have certain female viewers, and I can give them the link to books. They're really good books, really really good books.
I can also just post a link in the description.
We can do that too, but
Check the description.
Yeah.
He'll send it to me.
I'll send it to him.
Wait, do I have your sister?
I don't know.
On my social media?
You don't have a
I
lot of
might.
people on anything.
I have nobody on nothing, bro.
Nobody on nothing, so you have everyone on something.
Kind of.
Okay.
But they're all
spread
like super
Like, yeah,
scattered.
like,
Yeah,
spread
they're all
out.
like super scattered. I have like 17 people on my Instagram. I have like 40 people on my Facebook. I don't have a TikTok.
it. Yep.
But like people that I don't have on social media have my number. It's weird.
Bruh.
It's weird.
Get your shit together.
No,
No,
I
no,
like
like,
it like
just-
this. I like it like this because
like that.
the main
Hush,
reason
Alvaro.
I like it like this is because like depending on who they are,
Okay. Yeah, I see
I
it.
feel like
You have
because
people categorized.
not just people categorized. I have people categorized in the most anti-communicative method. They don't want to use those platforms to communicate with me.
You, sir, are an evil genius, and I love it. I love it because I don't do this, so I'm like, this is great. This is perfect.
Like Facebook Messenger, I rarely use.
yeah,
Okay, and most people who message me on Facebook Messenger don't get read for a while.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Shout out,
same
R.I.P.
thing with
Sam.
sorry, Sam. And then same thing with like text messages. People who don't want to text message a lot just don't message me, but they're the ones who have my number and don't have me on social media.
You know what? You make me feel a little more provolone.
Provolone?
You make me feel a little more privileged
Yeah,
because you answer me on almost anything.
I have to.
I know. I like it.
If I don't,
I
it's
am the
negative and it's a negative outcome for me if I don't.
Yeah, I am the 1%. What's up? Me.
1%?
I am the
Bro,
1%.
you guys, there's you,
And other brother?
yeah, and then not even my brother, but my brother's wife is more important than my brother because it's always something about the kids,
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
Yeah. And then there's my mom.
Yeah, also fair.
Like, that's it. 4 people out of everybody I know, man.
There's, like, I know it might not seem like it to you, but there's only a handful of people that I will, like, answer almost immediately. Or at least, like,
Why would it not seem like that to me?
because
I feel like you answer less people than I do.
my mom.
Regardless of the platform.
I'll see myself out. You're not wrong. So there's
It's like, this person called me. I'm not going to text them either this time.
legit, like,
Yeah.
because if
They
you
call
don't
me, missed call, no text back.
Yeah, because if you don't know that I don't like phone calls, and I know there's going to be one person here, there's one person, and I know who he is. There's one person that is going to, as soon as this comes out, he's going to call me
Oh, yeah.
while he's driving. Big hint.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, so hey, how you doing?
Uh-huh.
Because he's a good guy. I like him,
Yeah.
and he knows I will answer his call.
Yep.
But I don't want to.
I know.
Yep. So there's
But this is what I'm saying. Like, you
Yeah.
answer less people than I do, period.
yeah.
It's not like who's priority and who's not.
Nope.
Nobody's priority except
Nope.
your mom
It's-
and your sister.
Yeah,
That's
my,
it.
My mom and my sister are like super high priority for anything.
Which is fine. They're family.
Yeah.
They should be.
So like they, whether it's a call or a text, super high priority.
Yep.
If you call me out of nowhere, I'll
That's
answer
kinda-
it. I'll answer
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
it. Because you understand I don't like calls. You also know how to have a conversation with me through text, even if it's delayed by 40 minutes at a time.
Or 40 hours.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, but if you randomly call me out of the blue and
Yeah.
I haven't seen you for like the whole day, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, something's up. Whether it's he needs a favor, he needs help, or there's an emergency, I'll answer.
Or like it's really important. I'm just driving.
Powers, he texts me, I answer.
Yeah.
He calls me, I'll ignore it the first time because it's kind of a
That's what I mean.
It's a funny.
That's what I mean with the calling
Yeah.
on him.
It's a funny thing, and he'll get mad, and then I'll just call him and we'll
Yeah.
talk after that.
Yeah.
Basically, anybody else.
That's it.
Oh, and like Powers female. If she calls,
Well,
I'll
yeah.
answer. But anybody else
Wait, that's happened?
where she's had to call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's happened.
Hmm.
I've like my phone starts ringing and I'm like, who has the audacity? And I'm like, oh, hello? Like it's
Yeah.
one of those things, right?
Okay.
And but
I haven't really gotten a call from her.
it doesn't happen often.
Ever. Yeah.
It doesn't happen often.
Fair.
It's only happened like maybe twice.
Fair. Yeah.
But yeah, anybody else, it's like I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless it's like if it's like one of my friends that I know is like struggling with something.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, well, I know you need support from somebody,
Yeah.
and you have chosen me as your person,
Yeah.
and I
See,
will
what
support you.
people don't realize is that, like, they may not want to message, like, text message me.
Yeah.
But if they call me, I'll answer it. But they don't like
Yeah.
calling.
Yeah.
So, like,
You kind of win, to be honest.
that's my point.
You
I
win.
kind of, like, put them in a spot where nobody bothers me.
Yeah, which is
Unless it's, like,
nice.
really out of their way, right?
which is nice. Like we got one friend who doesn't like texting and likes calling, but
Mhm.
understands that I don't like calling, so he'll do his best to text.
He also sucks at texting.
Yeah, which is why he doesn't actually physically text. He does the voice to
I know.
the speak to talk thing.
know, yeah.
Speak to talk.
Text to speech.
I literally just went I had a moment. Don't worry about it. But yeah, he does that. And so like I appreciate him
Yeah.
because he understands where I'm at, but
Mhm.
at the same time, I will if he calls me, I'll answer it.
Yep.
Because even though I know it's like, hey, I just didn't want to be alone while I drive home. And I'm like sitting there and I'm mad about it
What
in
are
the
you, a
moment.
golden retriever? Like,
Black lab, buddy. Black lab. He's a black lab. In spirit. That's a spirit form is a black lab.
I feel like golden retrievers have way more separation anxiety.
Oh yeah, sure, but still
Fair.
black lab at heart
Okay.
on that side. But yeah, like even those times where I'm like, I might be frustrated and like, yo, like, can I hang up now in my head? But out loud, I'll be like, you know what? Like, I also know for the fact of like, you know what? He deals with my shit.
True.
I'll deal with his shit.
True.
So I'm like, it's fair. It's a fair thing.
Fair.
And then when there's people who call me at work
Yeah.
for work stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you were out in the yard
Yeah.
and called me because I'm inside,
Yeah.
I see my phone and I go, it's work. Like that's it. Because I'm like, I know I don't want to, but I have a responsibility here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's different. But then there's certain people who do it and I literally out loud go, what the? You couldn't just come and see. We're 2 feet away from each other. Come here.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah.
God dang it. Tell you what. But yeah, no, that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, no, if my mom ever called me,
Mhm.
I'm immediately leaving work. I'm
Well,
leaving.
yeah.
I'm leaving wherever I am because
yeah.
my mom does not call me for anything except for on my birthday.
Mhm.
She will call me, and if I don't answer, she'll leave me a voicemail, and it'll just be her singing "Happy Birthday" because she's literally the sweetest human being.
That is adorable.
Like I love my mom to death, man.
that is absolutely
Yeah,
adorable.
like she is.
Can you record this one day?
I had it saved in my phone once, but
Yeah.
I deleted it.
Nah.
Actually, I switched phones or some shit happened,
yeah.
but yeah, I lost it. But yeah, she does that to me and her daughter, my
Nice.
sister. Shout out to them.
I wouldn't have gotten the connection.
No, I know. That's why I had to
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
define it.
Defy it.
I had to defy my family. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. We ending it for this
Yeah.
for this episode?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, go follow us on all of our social accounts. Follow this one too. We're at Toxic and Weeb. Hope you had a good time. Come back next week. See ya.
Bye.
That was a pretty quick, good intro. Exit.
Outro.
Ready and bye.